Hello, everyone, and welcome to day number 19 of the Beer Cartel 2018 Beer Advent Calendar. I'm Jeff Hewins, and today we are revealing the Hargreaves Hill ESB Extra Special Bitter. I am joined by Steve Matthews from Hargreaves Hill. How are you, Steve?
I'm very well, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thank you for joining us on today's video call, and thrilled to have you broadcast into people's homes as they are cracking your beer open. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You are the head brewer there at Hargreaves. Tell us a bit about your role and what you guys do and what the ethos of the brewery is.
Well, Hargreaves has been going for about 14 years now, just over. So it's a fairly old brewery in this craft beer world, and I think we have tried to stick to the classic styles of beers. We sort of pride ourselves on a mastery of simple styles, whether that be our ESB or some Belgian-style beers. We tend to branch out about once a month with a specialty beer, something that we can kind of play with a little bit more. But the core of Hargreaves, as you'll kind of see with what one of the flagship beers that it was built on, like our ESB, is just trying to master the simple four ingredients that make beer.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about where you guys are located. So you're in the Yarra Valley in Victoria.
Oh, yep. Sorry, absolutely. So originally the brewery was in a little place called Steels Creek, which is just out the back of Yarra Glen.
Yeah.
That burned down on Black Saturday, which is coming on 10 years now. And about 9 months after that, we rebuilt the brewery in Lilydale. So that's where we're brewing today. And our cellar door is still located in Yarra Glen. We've got our restaurant cellar door there if you want to come down and try the beers.
Fantastic. So today we are revealing the ESB out of your core range of beer. Let's crack this one open because this is the beer that everyone is going to be experiencing. Tell everyone at home what they should be expecting from this beer and why you guys continuously brew it and what you love about it.
Yeah, well, our ESB is it's extra special bitter. It's what those three letters stand for. It's a fairly simple beer in a lot of ways, but it's designed to kind of tick a lot of boxes, and balance is the key word. We've been brewing it for a very long time. It uses a little bit of crystal, a small amount of chocolate malt to give it the classic malty characteristic of what is this English style of beer.
Yeah.
But again, in balance, we're not looking to overpower anyone with sweet toffee or caramel flavors. The difference with our beer is that it, instead of using those typical English earthy hops, we're using a couple of New World hops. We're showcasing Australian Galaxy and American Mosaic.
Yeah.
These sort of New World hops with some kind of citrusy, stone fruit, tropical fruit aromas. Again, relatively mild compared to an IPA or something like that, but just designed to be in balance with the beer, with the malt profile of the beer. Leads to a more fruity nose than a typical ESB, but also it gives a balanced bitterness against some of the roast and toffee notes of the malt.
Yeah, and I guess, so this is a multi-award winning. I know that this beer has ranked highly in things like the Critics' Choice Awards over the years. And
yeah, it's been a classic of the Australian scene for a long time. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and there's not many breweries that actually do ESBs. I think there's you can almost count them on two hands. And so
yeah, you see them popping up occasionally, and obviously we do know of a couple of others out there. I think it's certainly what Hargreaves sort of built its name upon. I know probably the first Hargreaves beer I ever tried, probably 10 odd years ago.
Yeah.
And whilst, to be honest with you, we don't move quite as much of it as we do of some of our other styles, it's still a favourite amongst the brewery staff.
Yeah.
And it's got a very loyal following.
Yeah, fantastic. And I hope everyone at home is enjoying it because it's a fantastic beer and a fantastic version of an old classic style. In the background there, people at home may have heard some noises. That's canning day at the moment. So just recently you decided to release some beers in cans. Tell us a little bit about the venture into cans, and then also what the future of Hargreaves Hill, what you guys got planned.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned before, Hargreaves is it's kind of built itself and prided itself on being sort of a fairly classical brewery, a lot of traditional styles of beer and things like that. So what they've actually done is we've gone and created a sub-brand that's called Beatnik. And our first release there is the XBA. You'll see that around in cans at the moment. We wanted to sort of venture into the can space and things. We didn't really think that Hargreaves was the way to do that. So we created a brand that allows us to be a little bit more creative and push the boundaries a little bit more. Yeah. So yes, the XBA is the first release. We're on our third canning run of that today. And in the new year, we'll see some more Beatnik releases as well as some more Hargreaves releases.
Yeah, fantastic. And then what plans have you got for 2019? Is there any specific styles you can reveal that you'll be releasing in cans?
Cans is still a contentious topic, and lots of fun conversations are being had. Everything from passion fruit Berliner Weisses to double IPAs to imperial stouts is being banded around at the moment.
Yeah.
But in terms of Hargreaves, we'll be doing more of the same. We'll be keeping the core range the same. Our first special release will be our tropical pale ale in keg only. That'll come around in January. We've just released our annual Phoenix, which is an imperial red ale, which has again a very loyal following. That's just come out now, so we'll see more of that around in the next month or so.
Yeah.
And the formulation of the special release calendar is always a work in progress.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I want to thank you for joining me on the video call today from Sydney to yourself there in the Yarra Valley. Cheers, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing Hargreaves, what you guys got planned for 2019, the years to come. And we've got some of the Beatniks stock arriving shortly, so we'll be stocking some of the cans, and look forward to tasting it.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks so much. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Cheers.